Good morning all. It's that time of year again. Swaddywell Pit, Autumn Ladies Tresses, or ALTs as we shall call them. A couple of weeks earlier than I was last year, but social media seems to be awash with ALTs coming up from the south, so I can't believe they're not going to be in flower here. And everywhere's still green. It's really weird this season. It's nice but weird, you know. It's normally brown, you know, crunchy underfoot, dry, begging for rain. You know, we've had the lovely mixed sort of summer, lovely to me anyway. You know, if ALTs don't grow in these conditions, then they'll never grow. There weren't too many here last year. There was even fewer the year before. So I'm going to be optimistic and say it'll be a good showing this year. It should be. If they don't grow in these sort of damp conditions, then they'll never grow here. So fingers crossed. I'm fairly optimistic we'll find some today. So yeah, let's go and have a look. It's so weird here walking through Swaddywell in August, and it's soft underfoot, it's green, it's grassy. It is, as I say, spring-like. It's not how it normally presents itself in August. It's usually crunchy, crispy, dry. Yeah, this is mighty weird, but I'll take this, and hopefully the ALTs are happy with this. We'll soon find out. As ever, never easy to find. Little white twiggy things, and there's plenty of other little white twiggy things here. Just got to get your eye in. There you go, I can see one already, two in fact. See it? Swaddywell Pit, Autumn Ladies Tresses. There's another one. If I can just remove a little bit of the grass so you can see it. Well, that's two. Number three. Well, I found three, and that's it at the moment. There's got to be more to come. There's a nice little group down there actually, that's nice. That's nice, that's what I was looking for, a nice little group rather than just individuals. Still astonishes me, I say this every season, but what are they doing here? I mean, most of the textbooks say it's a coastal region plant. You find them on the coast more than you find them anywhere else. You even find them down at Kenfig, but this is nowhere near the coast. I mean, there are inland sites, but it's primarily a coastal orchid. And yeah, how did they get to Swaddywell? As far as I'm aware, there's none in any of the counties around here: Northants, Cambridgeshire, Lincolnshire, Rutland, Huntingdonshire. I think the nearest one I know of is North Bedfordshire at Knockinghoe. So how on earth did they get here? It's just one of those Swaddywell things. It's a weird site. We've had a lizard orchid here. Where did that come from? And then I think 2016 these turned up. And where have these come from? Great to have them. Great to have them. Adds to the variety in the area, but a big mystery as to why here. But they seem fairly happy. Another loner next door. Every year I wander further down the field away from the top end where I know there's ALTs that grow, because I always think, why don't they grow further down? Like I used to think the bee orchids never grew further down, and I found out they did. But you know, as with previous seasons, I've had a good wander around down here, and I don't find any. They seem to be happy up at the top, near where the concrete pipe is, and that's where they've always been. And I'm sure people will no doubt tell me there are loads down here, but I'm not seeing them at all. Gonna have to go back up top and have another look. First one I've found for a while. Two, in fact. That's about 12, I think I've seen so far. Tiny little things, in case you've got no idea of the size. It's my hand. Yeah, tiny little things really. No wonder it's difficult to see, especially if you're 6 foot something tall and looking down from a height. They tend to become visible when you get down low, a bit like fly orchids really. You start to see them, but I'm too old to keep getting down low. In case you come down here, just sort of centre picture there is the round concrete post that I always use as a marker here. And undoubtedly the hot spot, as it is every year, is just south of this, just down the field. I mean, this area here has got quite a lot in. You've got to go really slowly to see them, but they are dotted around, lots of singles. Probably a dozen in this area that I've seen already, and there's probably more. So this is where you want to target. Another couple here. They're starting to go brown, or the one at the back's starting to go brown at the bottom, so we're about peak blooming time, probably going slightly over. And while I remember, thank you to Mike for tipping me off about these, because I might have left this a little bit too late otherwise. He suggested they're coming early, and they are, or earlier than last year, should I say. Very nice. Nice little group there, which is what I was looking for. These are quite big actually. These are going to be pushing 5.5 inches. What's that? I can't work it out in new money. 17, 18 centimetres, something like that. They're only supposed to grow to about 20 centimetres. And I think these have still got more, certainly more flowers to come. So as ALTs go, this is a big or large sized flowers in a nice little group. Very nice. Right, they're all coming thick and fast now. Seem to have landed on their main colony, if I can call it that. There's one there, there's a couple back here. And if we break through, there's another couple there. There's another one in behind. See if I can get that far. There's a nice little group down here. I know I'm really stretching beyond my limits, but over there, there's more. That's it then. That's it for Swaddywell, and that's it for the season. I mean, autumn ladies tresses, much though they're such a rarity or local rarity here, they're all the same. There was a couple of yellow ones turned up with our man Vinny down south. He always finds anything that is not quite right, but that's the only photographs I've ever seen of an ALT that isn't white. They are all white, so there's no point me continuing searching for them. I mean, good numbers. I said there'd be a decent showing, and that was the case. I think I saw about 40 to 50, and going on my rule of every one I see, there's one I miss, at least with ALTs, because if you're my sort of height and you're looking down, They're tough to pick out, but you know, using my rule, I'd say there's probably 100 or so here, and that is a good showing. That's better than probably the last 3-4 years at least. They used to talk about hundreds here in 2017 and 18, shortly after they were first found, but it's never been those numbers since. But that's good. It just goes to show if the conditions are right, they'll turn up. Good to see them all, but that is it. What can I say? Well, you know, it's not been a bad season. It's been patchy, it's been different. I personally have been quite happy that it hasn't been blasting hot. I've quite enjoyed the sort of mix of sunshine and rain, and it was warm and it was sunny back in June when I went down to Kenfig. So we have had a summer, but it's kept it green, as I say, and it's kept things growing when we needed to keep them growing. So I've been quite happy with the season, and yeah, Kenfig was great, thoroughly enjoyed that. Where else did we go? Derbyshire Dales was fantastic for early purple orchids. I thoroughly enjoyed that as well. I thought the best site visit apart from Kenfig was Souththorpe Meadow. I thought the orchids there that day was absolutely stunning, and I would give that the award of best site visit apart from Kenfig, which is unfair to compare anything with Kenfig, but that was absolutely fantastic this year. And the only thing I missed, I think I mentioned it in one of the previous videos, there hasn't been many wow factor plants, and that's going to be a kind of theme for next year, that I'm definitely going to go chasing 1 or 2 special orchids. I don't tend to bother doing that because if I'm going to travel a distance, I like to sort of visit places with lots of orchids. But I think next year somehow I've got to target some of those one-offs, because I keep missing them and I want to see them. So that's kind of a broad theme to next year. I kind of know which direction I'm going to head for a sort of couple of days out, so I'm still planning, but yeah, I'll try and make next season a little bit more spectacular, if that's the right word. So thanks as ever for tuning in, much appreciated. I know I don't see you through the camera, but it's always great to know that I'm actually not just talking to myself all of the time. It's nice to know there's people out there, so thanks for tuning in. If you haven't subscribed, please do. It does mean something to me. It does help me actually to have more subscribers, so it doesn't give me any more money. It might do one day if I get enough, but yeah, please subscribe, but either way, keep watching. Hope you enjoy them. I will be back, but it will be spring, and it will be probably early purple orchids, and it'll probably be Southwick wood again. So have a great winter, have a great Christmas. It's still a lovely summer's day today, but have a great Christmas, have a good break, and I will see you next spring. See you then.